see the things. Like, you can already see this. How is everybody? I'm not even on this phone, so I'm just trying to read. I haven't been able to catch up. Kim and I were legitimately chatting on the phone 2 minutes ago. So she was like, dang, I gotta let you go. Oops, turned it off. Swipe up. Play. So, Greg from Greg and Beth in Our Dream in the Woods came over today and helped me out. She totally called me out. So, because y'all know I got hurt, and she's like, let me come help you. Let me come do something. What can I do to help you? Can I bring you something? And I'm like, no, I'm good. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. And then finally she's like, look, remember, I'm part of your tribe. I was like, dang, she totally called me out. So I said, I do need help with the old tool shed, because obviously we're going to get our roof on the barn. So we got to fix that, put everything back under there. So, all right, trying to catch up. Wow, you guys are chat. Hey, hi, Vicky, KJ. Who else is on here? Bob. Hey, Sean, how are you? Good to see you, man. Little tired, rolling stumps. Vicky, Robert, you would know about evading prosecution. What have I missed? What have I missed? Kimmy is, of course, in the comments, you guys, so that's super cool. So yeah, so we, I still hurt quite a bit. He did most of the work. I cheerleaded and carried some things. So we cut the legs off. Hello, Juanita. Cut the legs off, the metal legs, and we're going to replace them with just trees that are like, I don't know, they're like this big around. And then set the frame of the carport on those and just kind of connect it all together, reusing as much of the other stuff as possible. And then I'm only going to put a tarp on it, and I'm going to like pull it as tight as I possibly can. Hopefully that will be enough. I really don't know what else to do as far as I don't know, making it to where, I mean, obviously if a bunch of snow gets on it, there's going to be a problem, but we're not supposed to have that much snow, and I'll be diligent about keeping it cleaned off. So hopefully that'll work and we can get that stuff put back in there. It's actually really pretty today now. Fog was super thick this morning, and we are dropping into a cold spell. So like tonight's supposed to be 28 degrees, and the next 4 nights are in the 20s, but during the day it's in the high 30s or low 40s. So that's pretty cool. That's not too bad. Dun, 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 dun. Hi, Alicia. Heather, no house dress tonight. No, because I literally, so I came in and then I started putting together a firewood rack, and I literally just finished that and then came over here and sat down. So I'm exhausted. I definitely overdid it, and which I feel ridiculous because I don't feel like I did hardly much of anything. He did most of everything. So, man, I'm going to tell you what, those are some really, really good people. Could one of the moderators drop Our Dream in the Woods link in the chat, because they are fantastic. And this was not a collaboration. This was literally, can I come and help you because you're hurt and I want to help you. Hi, Ian. Hi, Chuck. So I just am so blessed with the people that we have up here in our group. They're just fantastic. So, nope, not tonight. Tonight I'm still working. In fact, when we get off of here, depending upon how light it is, I've had to stop early inside here, working inside here, because I lose all my light, and I don't want to put up a bunch of floodlights, because then you get like shadow areas and it just doesn't look as good. So I'm trying to work between like noon and 4, and um and then it's the light's pretty crappy, so I just stop at that point. And let's see. You have our heart and prayers. Thanks, Sean. We miss you guys. Hi, Robin. Yeah, it was so sweet. It was just really nice. I know it's hilarious that she called me out on my avoidance and isolation situation that I have. I'm glad you follow them. They're so. We were talking about their project, and it's gonna be so cool, you guys. Like, I cannot wait to see their build coming to fruition. Like, it's gonna be really cool. So I'm super excited about that. And he's a veteran and he's my friend, and Beth is just as sweet as can be, and they're just good people. What'd you say, Kimmy? She's like, that's what it's all about, Kimmy. So what has everybody been up to today? The dogs got a new brand of dog food and they love it, and they want to just eat the entire bag. Hi, Cora. I'm so glad you made it. It's weird doing the lives by myself. It's fun when Kim is here and we get to goof off. I feel very strange just sitting here. It's like I don't know what to talk about. Y'all are going to have to give me topics. Yeah, I follow them. Our Dream in the Woods. Oh, good. Oh, that's awesome, Vicky. Make sure you tell them that we sent you. KJ, I told him that you were genius about building stuff, so that I bounce things off of you all the time. He was like, really? I was like, yeah, she knows all the things. I said, in fact, she could decipher my jumbo, my like mumbo jumbo, and tell me what the real words are. Oh no, that's a lot to live up to. Hi, Juanita. You doing nothing? Robin, you have 11 grandchildren? That's cool. Wait, Chuck's doing something amazing? 9 grandkids. I have 2. 2 of the cutie patooties. I have not seen them. John, Heather sends us. Not here. Hi, Priscilla. So yeah, I think we're just gonna have some really pretty weather, but it is definitely getting colder. I did notice you referred to the purlins properly now. Yes. See? I'm like, I just tell her what I think it is, and then she gives me the right words, and then I know what they're actually called. But I'm super excited about his build, because there's a lot of things that we're going to be doing very similar in our barndominiums, because they're building a barndominium, and so it's neat to be able to bounce things off and such. Yeah, Victor and Caitlin were supposed to give me 5 grandbabies, but I'm thinking it might have stopped at 2. You can say Heather told us where to go. Yeah, I mean, people would believe you because I'm pretty vocal like that. Alicia, you have 10 grandchildren. That's awesome. So I am officially starting on cabinets, and that's really exciting. I will, by next week's live, have a kitchen sink here, so I won't be able to do it in here. I'll have to be outside in the truck, or who knows, maybe in the living room. So, but it's pretty cool getting this stuff done in here. It's making a really big difference. I've got to bring in the paint so it doesn't freeze, because we're gonna freeze. Tomorrow I'll be wrapping water tanks and possibly doing a dump load. I have dentist appointments. I have to go in for that. I'll be uploading the video around 1:30. So I'm finding, I've been testing these times of when to release, and the most people watch at 1:30 in that first hour. So that's when I'm going to just start releasing is 1:30, because then YouTube is like, ooh, people want to watch this, and they push it. And so that's what happened to last week's video. So that's really cool. Just sit in the sink for the next week's live. That would be hilarious. That's funny. Kelly brought me over soup, and it was really good. Chicken and dumplings soup. That was really tasty. KG, you got your new glasses. That's awesome. How am I feeling? I hurt. I'm much better, but I definitely hurt. And it's my left side. My bruises are all healed up. Those are fine, but my tailbone still hurts. I can do a little bit. Carrying anything of any kind of weight is really difficult. And I can't do a lot of that. So I'm actually getting ready to carry in a bunch of firewood because we're going to get this rain tonight. And so I want to bring firewood in here so it doesn't get wet. And I have, I don't know, maybe even a week's worth of firewood inside that's getting to be dried and such. And it got to 90 degrees in here last night, though. This fireplace really works, especially now that this back behind you guys is it's all enclosed in now, so it's not just the clear plastic anymore. It's like it's got the wallboard on it, so it's definitely holding in heat quite a bit better. But I hurt, and I did mill a log for my son the other day, and I almost couldn't walk. And I said, I can mill for you, but I cannot lift anything. I can't move any of the lumber. So he did all of that. And by the time we finished, I could hardly walk back here. And I just came in here and went to sleep. Avoid stepping up and carrying. Yeah, I do have my wagon, and so I'll pull it to there, but pulling is really hard too. So unless someone else is pushing it while I'm pulling it, it just all hurts. It's stupid. I'm like, cannot believe I fell off that thing and got hurt. Hi, Darlene. Glad you made it. How far do you have to move firewood? Can you use a wheelbarrow? I do use the wagon, and my son is going to move all of our big things of big totes of firewood closer, so I won't even have to move it very far at all. So that's going to be happening here. I'm hoping sometime this week, maybe next weekend, but I'm actually gonna, our walkway, our center way, basically where all those are at, in between there. Oh, I know there's critters out there, and there where the sliding glass door, the firewood's gonna be in front of the sliding glass door. And I've got 2 racks that I got that Kelly, they were delivered to Kelly's house, and she brought them up to me. And so I put the first one together. I'm going to load it, see how much that holds. She says it holds enough for them all weekend, running at 24/7. I don't run it at I know, are they naughty? Are you coming to tell me how naughty they are? Oh, okay, I know. My goodness, you big boy. Look at you. Just look. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The goats are out. Ah! Let's see. Bob always says it's not the fall that hurts, it's the landing. He's not wrong. It was the landing that hurt. Justin's getting his camera time. He is. The goats are out there, so he's like, take me out, let me chase them. That's his job. He takes it very seriously. Cougars out there, or coyotes. So far we haven't seen any of the cougars, but we've definitely seen the coyotes. Right now it's the goats or rabbits that are bothering them. Your dog's, Priscilla's dog is wondering where that squeaking is coming from. He gets so excited. He loves hurting them. He is just like so stoked about that. I did. I've been looking, or actually Kelly's been looking for me because that's her superpower, for a little propane heater that just goes into the wall permanently. And I might have found one, so I might have to drive to Spokane. We'll see if the guy gets back to me. But that one actually comes with a tank, so that's pretty cool. And it's less than what it would be brand new. It looked like it was in great condition. The dachshunds are barking at the TV. Oh, Kelly said she might go get it for me. That would be fantastic. Because that's terrible. I don't like driving in there. Ours has been by a few times. That cougar is big. That's a big cougar. They did have a sighting of 4, which is probably a mom and some babies. But they all were pretty big. So they could be year-olds. At the other end of, I don't know, I guess it's 5 miles down the road. So they're definitely in the area, and so they could definitely swing by here, going wherever it is that they're going. They have a big area that they prowl. Mountain match for the ages. I am pretty excited because I just got a sponsorship for some cameras. So they have game cameras and they have security cameras and all the things. So I would just have to figure out. I do have game cameras that just take the picture, but they're not as nice as Sean's. Sean's takes amazing picture in color. Mine's black and white. So I've got a couple of areas that I want to set them up, and then the actual camera that you can monitor on your phone. So I think that's really cool. Tell the first day of the truck driving. I thought I already told that one. Oh, that was on our no, that was Friday. I told this story on Friday. Kelly, don't make me relive it. You know what's funny is that truck has always been a champ for me. Like, it's like super reliable, and I'm always like, no worries, this is going to get me from point A to point B. And then, but since it's been down, and then it's like, okay, let's get in it and take it into town, I've been just like terrified it's going to die on me in the middle of the road. I'm going to be blocking traffic. Like, all these things go through my head. So dumb. And then he's been great. Like, the gauge is not fixed yet, but I also didn't climb under there and smack the tank, so I need to do that. Oh, Kimmy did not hear it. Mine just capturing rabbits, house cats, dog walkers, and cars. City life. Yeah, so it ran out of gas. It ran out of fuel. Can't say gas because it's a diesel. Ran out of fuel and just died. That was terrible, which is not a good thing to do in diesels. So that is really awful. Robin, I'm actually sitting in the kitchen. I'm literally sitting right where the kitchen sink will be. The fireplace is right behind me, right here. And right here is the stove. And then that's a countertop that we've been makeshift using. But so these, you can see these guys right here. Those are plastic sawhorses. And it gets so warm in here that they actually kind of melted and started like falling down from the weight. Hi, Bushcraft family. Deer, coyotes, hybrid wolves, cougars, and elk up there at your place. Ours would definitely have goats, bunch of rabbits, coyotes. We do have bobcats up here too, so I would be super interested in what all was running around. I go check out all the prints, but so I would put it like one back here where the ducks used to be, and there's a trail right there, and then there's a trail in the front of the going from the far end of the garden section across the front of the world, where we call the edge of the world. There's a trail right there. So I'd like to see what that has going on. So I could set up my 2 for that. And then one facing where the cougar came last time. Hi, Lou. You made it from South Florida, 75 and raining. Will you attempt to build your kitchen cabinets? Yes. Yeah, I'm building them from scratch. So we'll see how those turn out. I did. You guys can't really see it because the refrigerator's in the way. But on the other side of the refrigerator is a pantry that I built. So that'll actually be the first video that comes out on us being back in here, is building that. So yeah, I've got it's already pre-cut. I just have to cut out the toe kick, and we took the plywood over to Randy's. I bought a 1/2-inch cabinet plywood and took that over to Randy's. He's got a really good table saw, and so we cut those down there, and then we just brought them home. And so I have enough to do this kitchen sink, and on the other side of the fireplace, on this side of the refrigerator, will be another it's an appliance garage, so it will have just smaller squares because it has to be a thin one, but it'll be enough to put like the crock pot in one, and the fryer and the Instapot. So each one will have its own little place. Heather has cougars hunting for firefighters and ropes. Kimmy likes the firefighters. So you are literally doing everything, including the kitchen sink. Yeah, we were actually going to build the kitchen sink out of 2x6s. I saw this thing where someone had done that, and I was like, that's so cool. And then we found this really cool deal on a kitchen sink, and so we just bought it. And I was like, that'll be easier anyway, and it's black metal, so it'll be really cool. I am trying to figure out what to do on the surround behind the fireplace. I'd really like to do some of that skinny brick, that it's more like a tile, and you just put a whole bunch of, you just do those. So it's like brick back there. And then, but I don't know. We'll see. I was kind of thinking, ooh, the metal would be cool, but I think the brick would be cooler. There's no way that I could cut the cutouts that we took off of the shipping container, because we'd all talked about that before, and it was like, oh, that would be really neat. That stuff is really freaking heavy, so there's no way that I can do that. So I think I'm gonna just do the surround this year in that concrete board that you see right there for now, but I really want to do the brick stuff. Can't remember what it's called. Behind wood stove, do reflective metal. What do you mean, like reflective metal? Like, so you can see yourself in it? I don't understand. That burn pile was big, Sean. Have you guys can somebody put up Sean's abundant living abundant living homestead? Put up a link to theirs. His last video, they did a big burning and have been working on their property and had a huge burn pile. Hi, Drew. Oh, it does. It helps the reflective thing helps it. Well, the thing about the brick, though, is it actually absorbs the heat, and then it does radiant heat later when the wood stove goes away. So that's what I was kind of thinking with that, because the only time that we get cool, so I've been waking up, it's been like 50 degrees in here. I don't keep it going all night long. I just let it go out. I stack it, stuff it for the night, and then I let it go out. But in between 4 and 5, it gets chilly in here. So I wake up early anyway. So I basically just come down and uh, start the fire up. But if I wait because I didn't bring in firewood and I wait for the sun to come up, then it gets really chilled in here at that time. So if something could hold some of the heat and then, push it off into the room, that'd be cool. You're welcome, Sean. We miss you guys. We can't wait for you to be up here permanently. And it seems like every time you come up, we have not been able to stop what we're doing and come hang out with you. And that is such a bummer. We're talking about Kim's fire that she was at down the street from where she's at. That was really scary, and that guy lost everything, and that's so sad. Not roofing metal, interior ceiling metal. I'll have to look it up, Bob. I don't know. The other thing that I was now this fireplace is made so that I think it can be like 8 inches from the wall. It doesn't have any heat behind it, and like 2 inches off the side. Like the heat comes from the front and the top, and it's made so that it can scoot up close to the thing. But I also worry about metal behind it holding heat and getting really hot, and then that being like this super hot spot right there. So Robin, your fireplace insert brought the firemen to the yard. Oh no. Hi, Lana. How are you? Almost a zero clearance stove. Yeah. And that was, I bought this to go in the shop and the shop garage. And I wanted to be able to, I wanted it to kind of be out of the way. So it needed to be able to go as close up to the wall as it could and be out of the way so that I didn't lose a bunch of floor space. And it's worked really great in here. It is too big for in here. So I am going to be looking for a smaller stove, but I do really like the fact that like I kind of stuff it in the morning and then I start the fire on the very top and it drips down, and that lasts like a couple of hours before I have to actually start adding firewood to it. And so same in the call through, hang up. Same in the evening. I just kind of stuff it full and I let it go for a few hours. Hi, Chris. Glad you made it. Oh, yeah, Anna, you guys are vibrating. Someone was calling through. Checking to see if you guys had any questions for me. Kim, are you going to do a live on your channel next week or at all while you're there? Have you thought about doing that? Cajun Country Living put some really nice metal on their ceiling. It's white. Oh, interesting. That would be cool to see. The extended warranty on my dishwasher. Wouldn't that be fantastic? How much snow do they think you will get with the storms that are coming? Not a lot because it's actually warm during the day. and it's cold at night. So pretty much everything will melt um, in the evening, during the day that we get at night. So I'm not expecting a lot. I'm hoping we don't get a lot because I need to do some cleanup in the yard, and I'm moving a lot slower, and I'm by myself. So it's taking quite a bit longer to do that. So I'm basically just gonna, once this tool sheds up, we're gonna shove as much stuff in there as I possibly can, and then really just do a big cleanup of everything that I can. And if I'm gonna be burning, just a lot of things are gonna be burnt because I want to try to not have a bunch of stuff just laying around like we did last year. Makes it easier in the spring. But I definitely, next spring, we're building a firewood shed and of some sort because it definitely needs to be covered. Oh, you didn't take a tripod, so no. Yeah, you have my makeup and my Bible in the truck too. You didn't happen to send that with the tank heater, did you? You're KJ. I laughed so hard when the IRS called me about my debt. That was a scammer hung up, and I never got another call. Like the IRS calls anyone for anything, right? That's crazy. I have some white corrugated at the property if you need it, Heather. Oh, cool. So you would be able to take Kimmy out back there when she is bad. LOL. What, Drew? That doesn't make sense. Oh, darn. The firewood shed. Oh, I get you. I get you. All right, you guys, throw out any questions that you have for. I'm wearing down. I'm exhausted actually. So throw out any questions. Just help me out here because I'm all by myself and these are hard to do by yourself. Um the white would be pretty. I wonder, well, and it'd be easy to clean too, the corrugated iron. That's the thing with the finish I'm gonna be doing on these walls, the like we did back there, is I was thinking about it today is, cleaning it. Oh, Chris, thank you so much. It's very sweet of you. Let's see. Kelly, I'm fighting sleep. Me too. Hi, Sil, you made it. What's for dinner? I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner. Maybe a burger. You are not alone. We are all here. Yes. That's true. Oh, Sil, you take it off, or were you just saying hi? Any plans to go into town? I have to go into town tomorrow, so I'll go in, do laundry, upload my video. I have a dental appointment. I think I'm gonna run into Home Depot and pick up a couple of things, possibly Harbor Freight. I need to get a little bit of spray foam. Yeah, so that's probably what I'll end up doing is tomorrow will be a running around town day. And then when I'll come in, I'll be done. So, and then I won't have to go into town, hopefully for the rest of the week. Because I don't particularly like any up and coming collabs. I don't know if we have any collaborations coming up. I was supposed to go help Grant with some firewood, but because I hurt myself, I couldn't. Grant Nicole, I couldn't do that. Lana, you're doing a great job. I enjoy listening to you. I'm listening to you while I deliver mail in the dark in Minnesota. Oh, bless you, Lana, and be safe. Minnesota, it is cold there, girl. Harbor Freight is already having Black Friday sales. It's kind of crazy. Video collaborations. I don't really have any coming up just because one, I got hurt, and inside here I don't really need any help. So unless I can actually work on the barn, get out there and work on the barn, which I'm not going to do by myself, just because, I mean, geez, I fell off the sawmill. So if I got hurt, I would be up here by myself, and who knows what would happen. So now if I can get a few people to come up and maybe do something, then we'll get started on that. Or if my son has a day off and wants to help me with it, or can help me with it, because he's not doing anything else, which is pretty rare, then we'll work on that. The plates, some of the plates are being cut. The CNC guy is he's actually we're emailing back and forth, and he's going to be cutting those pretty soon. So that'll be really awesome when we get those. Walmart already has Black Friday stuff. Oops, this one's, let's see. I already got some flannel. Oh, I saw their flannel shirts that they had. I was like, I love these. Needed winter clothing since moving back. Yep. KJ, you're going to the symphony on Saturday night and have a meeting with your science club friends on Sunday. That'll be really cool. That's really neat that you have all of that stuff right there near you that you get to go to. No ladders when alone, period. End of report. Yeah. See? Wait, I'm glad you made it, man. I'm glad it notified you. I don't know. I still have, Kelly, I still have the chicken dumpling soup you brought that I could eat for dinner. Do you ever have issues with bears? We have not. And none of the neighbors, they all have game cameras up and we share our pictures and such. None of the neighbors have seen bears, but we also don't have really any berries that grow here on our side. So up here on this part of the mountain. So I know up a little bit further and south of us, there's a bunch of berries up there. And so, and so there's probably bears up there, but here we don't. So what we have are the cats. So we have cougars, we have bobcats. Those have all been caught on game cameras. And then coyotes. There's quite a few coyotes. Bob is having pork chops smothered in mushroom gravy over mashed potatoes. That sounds amazing. What is your favorite restaurant to eat when you go into town? Lou asked that. Well, if I go into Coeur d'Alene, I really like Texas Roadhouse. Really like that one. Like if I was gonna go out to eat, it would be that one. Kim and I have gone to Red Lobster. I really like that one. Fast food, we've really just kind of started not going to at all, unless we're really hungry. And then we kind of, maybe we'll do Wendy's. They have a biggie bag that's like $5 a piece. So, I mean, I think that's pretty much it as far as, I guess those are the two that we eat out at. We do have a barbecue, Lou's barbecue, that's nearby. These goats are killing me. Get them, Justin. Go get them. No, shh, outside. Texas Roadhouse is so good. No, go outside. Go out. You can't. I'm not coming with you. Bob, Texas Roadhouse. Surprise, surprise. That the Texas girl likes Texas Roadhouse. Yep. They got good rolls, man. Kim and I went and we ended up just splitting one of their meals. Like we got the meal with the side salad. We got an extra side salad, and then we split the meal, and it was more than enough. Settle down, crazy. No, go outside. Boy, they are worked up. Anna, ask your question about dinner in 2 weeks. If I get around to it, I will make. Oh, is that sag paneer for dinner? I saw somebody made fuchetta, and then, I think that's how you say it. And then they made a sandwich out of that, and I was like, that is so good. That is so yummy. If I was in Texas, I would say Schlotzsky's, because they're good. Their sandwiches are good. Chloe, go outside. Go outside. You're being naughty. You need to come up on my lap. Okay, let me hold you. You gonna growl at me? Huh? I know, it's exciting. The tail is all going a mile a minute. Whoop! KJ says, Anna, move the phone away from cooking. Right, Kelly? Schlotzsky's is so good. Man, I miss me some Schlotzsky's. I need to learn to make that sandwich here. I need to work on that sandwich bread. I did start my sourdough and have a sourdough going. I have a mother going over there. I need to feed it tonight. And I made a bread. They toast their bread, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I miss me some Schlotzsky's. It was funny, when I was in Hawaii pregnant, I missed Whataburger. Like, I was literally trying to get my mom to mail me Whataburger. It's like, it's not going to be any good, and you're going to get sick. Pasta Bella. I've never heard of that place. Wade wants to know what we all think of apple butter pumpkin pie with streusel topping. Well, apple butter is amazing. Interesting mixing that with pumpkin pie. I don't know. That would be interesting. KJ, you've never had a Whataburger or a Jack in the Box. You love White Castle. My cousin Bill just went to White Castle. He just posted it. Him and his girlfriend were there eating White Castle. Apple butter pumpkin pie? Question mark. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Tradition. No, Wade, never mess with traditional pies at a holiday. That's true. They'll fight you. Oh, Robin has Whataburger often. Apple butter cheesecake. That sounds good. Philly steak and cheese. Ooh, Vicky, that sounds good. I really liked they had the soup and salad where you could basically, they weigh it. So you make this huge salad and then they weigh it, and it's so good. And they had like loaded baked potatoes that you could do the same thing with, and then you also would get salad on the side. I haven't seen those anywhere else. They had those in Texas. They were super yummy. Someone trying to call you about your car warranty. No, that's Kelly texting me. I wasn't going to throw her under the bus, but she's totally doing it. Kimmy has never had Whataburger. Did try White Castle once. I am not a fan of White Castle. They feel too greasy to me. We used to eat them whenever I would visit my grandparents in Illinois. And we would go there to eat them. And then I went and ate it when I was visiting, and I was like, what is this? How do people eat this? I just couldn't do it. My favorite restaurant up there is Darla's. Yeah, it's a good restaurant. That's a good restaurant. See, Kimmy's not a fan of White Castle. It just seems so greasy to me. Is that panel for behind the fireplace for later? What panel? No. I don't know what. No. Oh, the one by the fridge. Well, there. I got to go pick up a couple more of those because it'll go all the way around. And then I'm also going to do insulation. So the pink foam insulation, I'm going to put 2 inches of it. Well, probably an inch of it. I'll probably do an inch of foam insulation because the refrigerator has to work extra hard when it gets really hot. So I'll put pink foam insulation there, and then the wall, then this concrete board, which will go all the way around, basically around the fireplace. Because where I'm at right now, there'll be a cabinet too. So I'll put that insulation and that wall, that uh, concrete board, and then I can put tile or whatever else I end up putting on there. What is a Whataburger? Juanita. It's amazing. Whataburger, biggest burger, Whataburger. They're humongous. Like their burgers are this big round. They're huge. They're so good. So good. They're a little salty. They have a lot of salt in them. But man, they are good. I skipped a lot of school going to Whataburger. It's like leave for lunch. Go get Whataburger. That's bad. I was a bad student. I was a bad student because I was bored. You just answered the question I was asking. Type faster. I miss Bluebell ice cream, not sold here. Ooh, that's Bluebell ice cream is good. Bluebell ice cream is some good ice cream. All that ash I ate, Bob. Okay, that must be the answer to something else. Hi, Rebecca, touched by yarn. 8 fast food burgers, homemade only for me. You hate, okay, wait. You hate fast food burgers. Yeah, I'm getting that way. I'm getting to where anytime I eat fast food, I get acid reflux and I just want to take a nap. Oh, Vicky, go open that church building. Bye. Bob, stuffed burgers, make 2 patties and put bacon and blue cheese in the middle. That is good. I've done stuffed burgers before. Those are super yummy. The other week, I made an avocado bacon cheeseburger for dinner. Drew, that's fantastic. I bought avocados. I need to get on those. Make sure, watch out, the steeple doesn't fall on you. I did make a sourdough bread, and I cooked it on the grill, but I've definitely got to perfect that. It's been a really, really long time since I've made sourdough, and it wasn't very tangy. So next time I'm going to just leave it in the fridge for 2 to 3 days before I actually make the bread, so it's tangier. But I definitely want to make pizza dough, sourdough pizza dough. Because those are fantastic. Those I really like. Hi, Nancy. Just wanted to say that everyone have a great Thanksgiving. I won't be here next Tuesday because I'm flying to Arizona to spend Thanksgiving with my family. Will you be safe and have a good Thanksgiving yourself? Thank you so much. Hi, Joyce. Alicia. Good night, Kimmy. Oh, Kim's taken off. As we speak, I have started my chili. Yum, Wade. How is the barn cat still around? Yes. And the other day, so there's a bathroom right across, there's a window right across from the bathroom, and I was going into the bathroom and she was sitting right there, and I was talking to her through the window and she did not run off. Usually she runs off. And she was like tilting her head and she was looking at me and she was like making eye contact and paying attention and all those things. And she stayed there for probably 5 minutes, and then I had to go pee. So I had to literally be like, bye, girl. I can't hold it any longer. Yeah, I was really excited because I'm like, I want her to be like, I want to hang out here. So I'm going to look at trying to do some kind of box that's insulated that she can go into. And I'd like to be able to put her food and such in there, because like if it's raining, I feed her in the morning and in the evening, but if it's raining, then her food gets all wet. She still eats it, but still it makes me feel sad for her. Oh, we are getting close. Everybody's saying bye. I have seen people make nice cat houses out of old coolers. Yeah, I've also seen where they've taken a tote, one bigger tote and a smaller tote, and then did spray foam insulation in that. And then you have the lid so that you can access it pretty easily. Put a blanket and such in there. Hey, let's trade paint. How are you? So I was thinking about doing something like that. Those dang totes have gotten really expensive too. But I definitely want to do something. It has not been terrible. And that could actually fit underneath the shipping container. So she could literally be like underneath there. We'll have to see. Everything has gotten really expensive. I really like watching those videos where people do price comparison as to they bought this, 4 years ago and they're buying it now. And the difference in the cost of it is just crazy. Ooh. Okay, you guys, I want to remind you that tomorrow's video is going to go out about 1:30, and so watch for it. And it's super helpful if you watch it if you can watch it the first hour that it goes out. That helps YouTube know to push it. Kelly, tote and hay, no blanket because it would attract moisture and would freeze. They say hay or straw is the best. Well, if it's underneath the shipping, if it's hay or straw, the goats will get in there and the rabbits will steal it. So if it's a blanket, they won't. This gave me a heart attack. Jeez. So if it's underneath the shipping container, water won't get up there in it, I think. Bob's taking off. Good night, Bob. Are you thinking of names for the kitty yet? I have not. We really think it's a girl. We were kind of watching it, like stalking it, and saw it jump off of the table and did not see testicles. So we're assuming it's a girl. But it's got this really big, more masculine face. So I thought it was a male, just because it has the bigger jowls that, happen with the boys. So I don't know. That's why we haven't really been picking out names. But I really hope it's a girl and she has kittens and she wants to be my friend and she wants to hang out here and she brings her kittens back. That's what I'm hoping. Justin, you gave me a heart attack, man. That's crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. Oh, all right. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. All right. We're getting close, you guys. You should go back and look at apple butter pumpkin pie. I'm thinking about making one. She will be your friend. She will eventually. She will totally be my friend. I keep putting food out for her, and I keep telling her, tell your other friends, I'll put more food out. I'd rather have a whole bunch of cats running around than all the mice that we had last year. Oh, Callie, you've heard moisture from the air. I get you. That makes sense. I mean, the fog was so thick this morning. Greg came over at 9. And it was almost like it was like this light misting rain from the fog being so thick. Oh, thanks, Cora. Love you too. Puppy. That's Justin. He's so funny. The goats are out. He wants to go chase them. And so he's being antsy with me. He's such a handsome boy. Look at him. I can see him on the one on my lap. He's such a handsome. There really is a big delay, you guys. There's quite a bit. Okay, so right now he jumps off my lap. Nope, not yet. He's getting ready to jump off. There he goes, off my lap. So that's the delay in what I'm saying versus what you guys are seeing, which is so random. At least on my phone. Maybe it's not. That's what, 30 seconds of delay. Is it that much? Okay, so it's not as much. I was thinking it was a lot of delay. Ah, Chloe snuck over here. They're doing really well. They're enjoying me being back in the house more often instead of being out at the barn all day. They definitely are liking that. Wade, you don't see a delay? Okay. See, Darlene sees a big delay. You know what that means, Darlene? It's because we started later um, than everybody else. We like came in later, so it shows it as later. That's what the delay is about. I am exhausted right now. Every time Justin barks, my dog is looking around for where the other dog is, Cora. They do that whenever I watch lives and there's another animal on it, or especially a dog, and then Justin loses his mind. I have to turn the volume way down low. I can't see your lap on my phone. Good. Good. See y'all later. Have a great night, y'all. Let's trade paint. Bye. Yeah, we're getting up there. Any other questions? I know. What, did you think I told you to do something? You funny boy. My hamster just ignores everything. I can vacuum by her environment. She doesn't care. Okay, so remember not last summer, summer before, Kim and I would trim the trees and cut down trees for the goats. So they learned the chainsaw means food is coming. So when Greg was cutting down trees for me, because we're making legs out of the trees, the goats were like all up in it. Like, where's our snacks? What's going on? Like, there should be food here. Yeah, they were like right. I said, this is why they're going to die, because they're going to be like, oh, chainsaw, let me get in the way of the tree falling. They were just small trees, but it was just really funny because they were like, let me come find the food. And of course, right now, there isn't any. There was actually a bunch that were just blown over because we had such a big windstorm. The barn is fine. It's totally standing. It's doing great. Let's see. Lou, are you able to charge your portable power bank with solar panels? I know you use the Jetty for that. I have to get the wiring to come all the way back here. And I actually have to move the solar panels back. So right now it works really well to I take the bigger Bluetti and I charge the two smaller ones, the one I have upstairs and this one right here, and then it only takes 2 hours to charge the bigger Bluetti with the generator because it's a fast charger, so it charges from 0 to 100% in 2 hours. So it's really inexpensive to do. And then it lasts all day long and all night. So, and about every 3 days, I charge the other two that I have off of it. Any firm timeline on processing, or will you have to wait to feel better? I'm probably going to have to wait a little bit to feel better because any kind of lifting and such is too much. So I may see if my son can come up this weekend, and at least if he helps me get it hung up, then I can do all the skinning and the gutting and all that stuff. It would just then be taking the pieces down and putting them on the table and finishing out the processing. So I don't know. I'm kind of gonna sit on it for a little bit. I also want it to be pretty cold so that I can do an overnight hang, have it chill everything, and then finish processing the next day, cutting everything into serving sizes and such. So I like it to be a little bit colder. We're pretty warm during the day. I mean, I was out there in my jacket, and I probably could have taken my jacket off today. So I think it was in the 40s. Yeah, 2 hours is fantastic. Like it's fantastic. I'm loving it. It's not, and that's when it's at 0. So if it's, at 30 or 40%, which is normally whenever I turn it on and charge it, it takes less than 2 hours. So that's really good. What is going to freezer camp? Bye, Drew. Yeah, KJ, it needs to be cold, but not white out. I have 2 goats and 3 lambs that are going to go to freezer camp. I made a decision on the sheep because I want to raise a couple of bottle fed lambs because I want to milk them. These girls are very skittish. The boy, of course, that was always planned on going to freezer camp is the friendly one. So I don't want to, the one thing that I found with sheep, unless I tie that sheep to me and I'm hand feeding it constantly, it's a lot of work. So I would rather just start over with babies and bottle feed them. So I've already talked to my friend who I got the sheep from, and next spring, as soon as they're born, I'm gonna get them. So we'll definitely be able to have much friendlier lambs use. And then they teach their babies, don't be afraid. So, you know, it kind of works out really well, but I want to milk them. They have a very high magnesium and zinc in their milk and a very high fat content. So you actually get more cheese and all of those things, which is what I want to do. It's supposed to taste really good. So I'm really excited about that to make it easier. Well, to make it easier for me. And Bud and Junie, those two, Junie has become very, very food aggressive for no reason. I put out a 600 pound round bale of hay, and she was trying to gut Darla, where they come up with their horns underneath and like try to cut the stomach. And there's no reason for that. And so I don't keep aggressive animals. There's no reason to. And usually once they've gotten that way, then they stay that way. So it's a real shame too, because she's really good with the babies. She's a really good, she loves these babies that we have here, and she definitely wanted to parent them, and she's very protective and all of those things, and she's fantastic. But I don't keep aggressive animals, and it's not like there's not an abundance of food for her to have. She's just being snob. Bottle babies are really nice, and it's just so easy because they automatically think of you as mama, and you don't have to go through like all this like hard work trying to get them to be super friendly. Had all the goats dehorned, a lot safer. I have kids, so I didn't want any problems. You know, and I was gonna do that, except with the wild animals that we have here, I wanted to be able to them to be able to at least have a fighting chance to protect themselves. But okay, we went over our hour. I'm gonna take off, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Next week we'll have to be outside. I'll probably be sitting in the truck because I'm getting a lot done in here. It's really pretty fun. It's cool. I can't wait to see it get finished. But how's Richard? Richard is still being very spicy. He followed us around today. Hopefully you'll get better. Take care. Safe. I am healing, so that's really good. I'm just, yeah, it's just taking a while. Everybody have a good night. Bye.